Will you please kill yourself?
Adam Carolla says controversial things.
Please kill yourself. You're infecting my life.
Lots of people like that. His podcasts, right from the start, were among America's most popular. He's hosted TV shows that became hits, like Loveline and The Man Show that he did with Jimmy Kimmel.
Girls jumping on trampolines.
The Man Show was criticized for its sexism. Today, it's Carolla's opinions that make people mad.
You said if AOC were fat and in her 60s, no one would listen to her.
Well, that's true. That's 100% true.
Who are you to judge political issues? You don't know anything.
His comment about AOC drove leftists crazy.
It's very predatory and creepy.
He projects his sexism onto others. Mm-hmm. He thinks the only reason I would care is because she's hot.
These talk show hosts saying, that's so sexist, but it's just true.
Yes, if she was in her 60s and husky, nobody would listen to a word she ever said because she sounds like an idiot.
Most people don't even know what socialism is.
One thing he won't say is, I'm sorry. He makes that clear on the cover of his new book.
No apologies. Why is that important?
Apologizing just leads to more apologizing.
When critics demand apologies, he says, they really want power.
They want you to apologize because they want dominion over you. And once you apologize, they just keep coming back.
And when they come after you, you say, you don't care. And you really don't care?
No, I just happen to be wired not to care as long as I'm right.
He says he was right about COVID. He was skeptical about the government's announcements.
Turns out the people dying from COVID are old or sick or both. How many of you bleeps got played, and who's going to get played next time? What exactly were you trying to say there?
Exactly what I said.
They didn't give the ages of the people who died at the very beginning. They never gave the ages, and I immediately got suspicious because it was a bunch of 90-year-olds.
And for saying this, you get trashed by people who've been your friends.
He's making fun of people for taking COVID seriously.
Adam doesn't believe in shampoo or soap. Yes, it's disturbing.
Jimmy Kimmel and Howard Stern attack his views, but they are still his friends. Others have turned on him completely.
Adam and I were quite close.
Adam Carolla?
Not anymore.
What happened?
Well, he's a right-wing troll now.
Yeah, well, David Alan Grier's nuts. I don't think people know that about David Alan Grier.
Fortunately, most celebrities on the left are not as intolerant as Grier. Carolla does shows with Sarah Silverman, Bill Maher, and he debate.
Absolutely not.
I'm with you.
I'm not with you.
But conversations like that are rare these days.
It is a new thing in the media not to talk to the other side.
I could not disagree with you more.
All my career, we had arguments, and we learned from that.
When you're going to a bar, you want to sit next to a guy who's a Steelers fan. If you're a Steelers fan, that's why they have Steelers bars and Patriots bars. But occasionally, and it's part of your job, you have to invite somebody over from the Patriots bar, and you can have a robust debate on who's the better team.
Free speech is protected. Hate speech is not protected.
But now the don't even let them speak movement tries to silence robust debate.
There's no free speech for fascists.
I first encountered it years ago, working for 2020.
I was assigned a story at Brown University where a kid had been suspended for sexual misconduct.
He'd had sex with a woman who was drunk, and weeks later, she accused him of rape. The protesters offered me their microphone to ask a question. So I asked, what's the new definition of rape?
Get off this campus. We don't want you here. Rape is not TV hype.
They were screaming, rape is not TV hype.
Rape is not TV hype.
And I couldn't even ask people over the noise.
Can I ask you why you're screaming that?
Come on, everybody, louder.
And it was this new culture that the other side should not be allowed to speak.
I believe that they would let the other side speak if they thought they could beat them in a debate. They don't.
Carolla wants to debate, partly because he's confident about his ideas.
And I think if you're intellectually honest, or I gave you 2 beers, you would agree with me.
Agreeing isn't the point. If his ideas are bad, they'll go away. But it is important that people be free to speak. Performers feel pressure.
There's a creepy PC thing out there that really bothers me.
So let's celebrate those who push right back.
The only way these people are going to go away is if everyone just sort of collectively and universally tells them to fuck off.
I don't really have a choice as to what I say. It has to be the truth all the time. I'm a comedian. It's a sacred oath I took. It's what I do.
Thank you. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much.
In a few weeks, I'll post a longer video with Adam Carolla. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you get it.